Right, I've been using Fujifilm cameras for the last few years. I've always used Canon previously to that. For 40 odd years I've been using Canon cameras, but I got increasingly fed up with lugging camera equipment around, so I've adopted the Fujifilm system. I started using the X Pro 1. I've had a couple of X Pro 1s actually, then the X Pro 2. And I'm now settled on the X-T20, which is like a cut down version of the X-T2. Great image quality, but what I like most about the Fujifilm system, as well as their compact bodies, is the fact that they're like old school cameras. They've got the controls are easily accessible. They're all to hand. It's got dials for aperture and shutter speed, and you can grab them and turn them, and it's just like an old school camera. They've even got a vintage kind of look. And although Fujinon make fantastic lenses to go with these cameras, I've also started using old manual lenses with it. Now here I've got a Pentax-M Super 50mm f1.7 lens. This lens is about 40 years old, and they used to use them as the standard lens on their SLR cameras. So it's like a kit lens basically. But they are beautifully made, really solid, but they don't have any automatic functionality. So you can't get automatic focus or aperture using the camera. So everything has to be done manually with it. But you can get adapters, and I've got an adapter here, to fit this with the modern cameras. So I can adapt this lens to fit on my Fujifilm camera. And use it. And this lens cost me 15 quid. And it's f1.7, so wide open. The bokeh is beautiful. It's really stunning. I mean, it's not as sharp, probably not as sharp as some of the modern lenses to go with digital cameras, but there's something about the image quality that is really quite lovely. And what I thought I'd do is I'll do a little video exploration of using this lens on the Fujifilm, so you can see what kind of results you can get. I mean, 15 quid for a lens like that, plus the cost of the adapter, of course. But you can use this adapter on other lenses if you get bitten by the bug. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. Okay, I've now fitted the Pentax lens on the Fujifilm camera. As you can see, it's a lovely looking lens. It's very compact, and even with the adapter, it still looks nice. And I'm going to go out now and take some still photographs with it to let you see what the results are like. I'm filming this on my iPhone now, as I've only got one digital camera, but we'll be able to cobble something together from both cameras anyway. Right, I've been down at the bay. I wasn't expecting it to be as rough as this down here. It's quite very choppy. Anyway, I've been using the Fujifilm with the adapted lens. I'm filming this at the moment with my iPhone. We'll see how the images came out. I did a bit of video with it as well. Obviously the Fujifilm hasn't got in-body image stabilisation, and the lens obviously hasn't got any image stabilisation facility either, being an old manual lens. So you need, if you're going to do any filming with it, you do need a tripod, or as I did, I just put the camera on a wall. But then you've always got the risk of knocking it off, or a wave coming and knocking it off. Anyway, we'll see how the images came out. Right, I hope you found that interesting. I did. It was an interesting exercise for me. As I say, it's great fun using old lenses on modern digital cameras, and it not only increases your understanding of what the different controls do on your camera, because you're not totally reliant on the automatic settings all the time. It's also an inexpensive alternative. I mean, I don't know how much a fast 1.7 50mm lens is nowadays, but it's probably a few £100. So you can build up your collection of lenses and increase your photographic skills at the same time. Anyway, I hope to see you again, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, bye.